Hey everybody, welcome back to Nicsminibikes in episode 2 of the Black Box Power Project. Today we got our hover hearts out here, 212 Predator swap, bone stock. We've done a dyno run with this, and today we're doing part 2 where we're just going to take an exhaust and we're going to stick it on there. We'll run it on the Black Box dyno again and see what, if any, gains we get just from putting an exhaust on this motor. So come along for the ride and let's see if we gain anything with just an exhaust. Alright, so this swap really is pretty simple and straightforward. We got two 13 mil nuts here. Now our exhaust is off. And our exhaust gasket stayed on the head side, so we're just going to leave it there. Slide our exhaust in through the back side. And we'll just put our nuts back on. And it's just that simple. That exhaust is installed and looks pretty good. This is a center exit exhaust off of Amazon. I wouldn't mind if it went up a little higher, but it don't, and it comes out right there. Just like that. It clears everything just fine. This is just a mount for a camera that we are going to stick on the other side when we do the ride. But that's that. Let's get this started up and take it for a dyno run. Alright, so we got that exhaust on there, right there. Got our 360 camera mounted, and we got fresh batteries in our Black Box dyno. So let's fire this thing up and see how she sounds. It really sounds about like I expected it to. So we're just going to let this warm up for a few minutes, and then we'll go run the Black Box dyno on it and see if we gained anything at all. All right, we're back from our ride. It did great. After the dyno pulls, I went ahead and took it around the block a few times. I ended up throwing the chain. So I got a chain tensioner on order and a clutch cover. Those will be here within the next couple days, and I'll get those put on once they get here. But nothing. We gained almost nothing by putting that exhaust on there. I got the numbers here. I'm going to cheat sheet because I can't remember numbers like that. Not that many anyway. So our stock Hemi Predator did 34.5 miles per hour. With the exhaust, we gained 0.1 at 34.6 miles per hour. We dropped a little bit in RPMs with the stock engine. We were running 5,131 RPMs, and with the exhaust, we dropped to 49.55. And that's such a small change, it doesn't even really count. I mean, it could be the temperature or the wind. Max torque stock was 11.5 at 2,659. With the exhaust, our torque was 11.4 at 2,526. Again, such a small change, does it really even count? Horsepower is exactly the same at 6.5. The stock one did it at 4,059 RPMs, and with the exhaust it did it at 3,716. So those numbers are all neat, but I like the how fast did you get to a certain spot and how fast were you going. So we got a 30 foot, 60 foot, 100 foot, and that's all we got on these because the governor kicks in. And I think once that governor kicks in, the black box stops recording because it thinks you're slowing down because you're done. So the stock engine did 30 feet in 1.4 seconds at 19.7 miles per hour. With the exhaust, it did it in 1.8 seconds at 18.7 miles per hour. So we slowed down that 30 foot a little bit. And then we get to the 60 foot. The stock engine did it in 2.2 seconds at 24.4 miles per hour. With the exhaust, it did it in 2.8 seconds at 24.4 miles per hour. So it took it longer to get there, same miles per hour. And the 100 foot is where it kind of gets interesting. The stock engine did it in 3.2 seconds at 28.5 miles per hour. But with the exhaust, we did it in 3.8 seconds at 34 miles per hour. So I don't know what that means really. But just putting an exhaust on your Predator engine, your GX200, whatever engine you got, just putting an exhaust on it isn't really gonna change much for you. And that's kind of what we're looking at here. What do you get when you do that? So in the next video, we're gonna put the stock exhaust back on, and we're gonna do an air filter adapter on here and run a pod air filter, and we'll compare those numbers with the stock numbers and the exhaust numbers and see what, if anything, that tells us. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that link down in the description. Go pick up some merchandise. We got hats, shirts, hoodies, all kinds of cool stuff. Go get you something. And as always, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to that 2,750 mark on the subscribers by the end of the year, and we're looking pretty good, so let's keep that rolling. And as always, we appreciate you being here, and we'll catch you on the next one.